All right, look like this is gonna be a basement. This right here with the yellow flowers. This is uh I would say some sort of type of like water lily, because it this vine is a secondary growth too, and it's a herb. This is one of the herb that you can. I know it has medicinal qualities and value on its own independently, but together with two other items, this is what you could combine to do what is called a stone crusher. It can get rid of kidney stones. This is the noni. It's the fountain of youth plant right here. This is the first time I'm able to get close enough to the creek. And I got some information. It's pretty awesome. The lead guy or the main guy is not here at the moment, but you can see the way how it's going. I was just asking question if this is going to be like basement like, because you can see it's like about 8 feet below. They say it's a private building. It's going to be possibly a call center and something else, and they claim that this is going to be like the basement. Just recording it based on the fact that the span and the space in the middle, which is pretty impressive. And they already did some pylon. They drove some of the wooden pylons in as well. And just had to capture that how the guy plastered the wall without moving the dirt that was right in that area. They say like 80% of the birds are tiny. There you have it. I do believe, yeah, this is wild sugar cane. Another one right there again. It's an elementary. Oh, they have a water fountain right there at the entry too. I just pretty much dodged the landmine just now. Oh boy. I mean, come on. I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Seriously. And then I have chanclas on. Yeah, my heart just dropped right there. Bottom out. And it's a creek. And this is not a seasonal creek. This is annual. It runs all year round. So I guess when we clog up the other like little creeks and stuff, and you gotta remember to keep them intact. And this is what happens. And if you have your property right next to it, it's wise to plant grass that goes 15, the roots penetrate 15 feet to prevent erosion, like what just happened right there. You could plant coconuts, plant different types of things that will basically like help to keep the roots intact and make it safe. I mean, because the citizens been requesting that this get repaired and fixed due to the fact that a lot of the low income housing families use this shortcut to get their kids to and fro, and it's a safe way to keep them off, an area where there's high traffic with automobiles. And then back to like when the you clog up the other creeks and stuff in the area, that water has to go somewhere, and it's gonna find its way, and it's gonna make its way. And when you have a creek like this, it will overwhelm it. And you, as the citizens, you should know that where there's a creek, you should try to plant trees and things on both sides to help, because erosion and water flooding will do major damage. The last time I was back here, this was under bush. All the grass was taller than me. Now it seems like the owner is cleaning it out. So yeah, I think it's about time maybe Ministry of Work and Town Council and area rep, they collab and get together with citizens in the area and see how they can, reconstruct the pathway, the bridge there. And maybe it's time for them to also like get with the nurseries and stuff, and all the different nurseries and stuff, man. Citizens are taking a hit, so maybe donate certain plants to the town that they can plant along the creekway. Plants that will help prevent erosion. A lot of landmines back here. Woo! That's a beautiful one right there. I was able to meet the family that has that building right there that the camera is at. A few years back, they were trying to liquidate it. This is my first time coming in this area as well, so we're experiencing it together. Eventually you will experience it. That's the elementary back there. Then that's another subdivision over there that goes in that direction. You're traveling towards the municipal hospital for the twin tongue of San Ignacio and Santa Elena. Currently in San Ignacio.
uh, BelizeLivingHeritage.org, as well as Access 501. And in those, our niche entities have quite a bit of information that have been put up for the general public, for teachers and students, especially for tour guides, and anyone who would like to learn more about Belizean history, culture, and the arts.
He's for hire as well too. It's for like international clients that are owning property and you need your place. You have guys like that you can figure out or try to figure out how to get in contact with them and hire them to come in and do it. All right, the channel is not about putting down anyone, because each individual building is unique to that specific owner. I just admire the layout, the beauty, and the design, that because they say part of your home is an extension of your personality. The open space beyond the road, that's a farmland, so they grow beans. Sometimes I would assume that they grow soy back there, but I know they grow beans and corn. And the tree line as well at the end of the greenway, I'm hoping I'm capturing it. I have it about 8 feet above my head. That's the Mopan River as well. Right there is gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful. There's a little bodega over here as well. The tractor is interesting. I don't know if I should hike down there. Yeah, support local. Oh, yeah, support local. It's a meat shop. I love it when you have greenery on both sides for shade. But the tractor is just it's kind of like a magnet that's just luring me and pulling me in that direction, based on the fact that my dad used to drive for the government of Belize, and my granddad was a rancher for most of his life, which is my dad's dad. Oh, it's another gorgeous building, possibly cell phone tower in the background. It's a working tractor because it has a bush hog on the back side of it. Look at the difference when there's no greenery, no plants in the property. This right here attracted me. I've heard something about this. I do believe it's the coyote trade that someone have mentioned and told me about. That's like whew, a good 2.5, 3 years back, and then I just stumbled upon it today. If I hadn't decided to walk back, I would have just missed that right there. See, like everybody has a different way of how they design stuff. Like, look at this fence right here. That's beautiful. Kind of like somewhat hint of Florence Patent, the architecture, with the British aspect of it. So that's like the perfect combination. So as a landmark, that's a Bullet Tree Road up there on the right hand side of the screen. Smith Wine House is going to be your landmark on the Bullet Tree Road, and you would be traveling away from the Twin Tongue towards Bullet Tree Bodega if you need after hour service. That has North American written all over it right there. It might be with a hint of southwestern style as well from the US. Chickens. It's an elementary school right there. Pre-K to be exact. Chickens, and I want to do the pre-K because we have made donations to the school as well. Someone had brought it to my attention that I should come here as well. This is by accident that I happened to pop up here. I guess it was just an indication that when they tell you need to come check something out, you need to. Yes, I'll have to schedule an appointment to come back with myself. And they like kind of like hinted that I should stop in to basically see how we could collab. They fully didn't know the information, all the information that they were trying to share with me. They just knew that because I had dropped stuff off at the elementary back there, the pre-K, they were telling me that I should just stop in here and see how we can do a collaboration as well. Oh, beautiful flowers. Mango season. Two of them in the background.